I'm going to go as long as I can go to educate people about the importance of early detection. I mean, statistically, I shouldn't be here now. I'm 10 years into a diagnosis.
10 years yesterday.
Yesterday.
So we have 2 daughters who are both married and 2 grandchildren and a grand dog.
Delaney is 15 and Lucas is 10. And
our granddaughter will be 16 on May 1st. She has never known a day in her life without dementia. Her paternal grandmother was diagnosed with early onset the month after she was born.
Yep.
And passed away several years ago. My dad passed from Lewy body. His dad passed from complications from Alzheimer's, his stepdad, and he has early onset. She's never known, in 16 years, has never known a day without dementia. My greatest hope is that her children never have to know a day with dementia. Hi, we're Bobby and Sandy Marshall.
All my life, I've always wanted to push myself beyond what I thought I could push myself. And I just feel like I just don't want to see anyone deal with what my grandmother had to deal with. And the money that's raised will help with more research. And hopefully, real soon, we'll have a cure for Alzheimer's. And that's why I push myself, because I believe in the Alzheimer's Association, and I applaud them for what they're doing.
My name is Yvette Tart. My grandmother, Bessie Mae Red, passed away from Alzheimer's in 2013, and we received a letter at our church in 2014 to attend a luncheon to learn more about Alzheimer's. So my mother and my sister and I went and listened to the presentation, watched the video, and before I knew it, I signed my family up for everything.
My name is Trina Red Elliott. I took care of my mom for a long time. I think my mom is probably my best friend. We've been together all of my life until she passed. I never left. Even when my husband asked me to marry him, I said, yeah, but you got to move in with me and my mom. I was never going to leave my mother. I noticed in about 2002, she started repeating herself a lot. And then she started forgetting things. We lived in East St. Louis, so when they did the Metrolink, they cut part of the street off where we lived, so you had to go all the way around. She took the car and was going to take my daughter, I think my daughter might have been about 10, to go to McDonald's and couldn't remember how to get home.
Actually, I don't think we realized something might be wrong. I did notice, I taught this program while I was in Florida, and I would have students from freshman year all the way to senior year. And it was just to make them successful in high school and get them ready for life after school, college, technical school, whatever. And on occasion, I'd call a senior by a different name. Maybe I'd start a lesson and they're like, hey, Marshall, we just did that yesterday. But you got 180 kids a day. Sometimes you forget. But I think what got us going was Sandy's father was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. Once I got my diagnosis, I let my students know. It's like, hey, this is what's going on, and that's why I'm this way. And it was one of the best things that ever happened, because they really got behind me.
Things started to progress a little differently than what they were in Florida with Bobby's symptoms and just changes. And And so we needed to be more involved, and I needed to lean on the association more. So we didn't really need the Alzheimer's Association, for lack of a better term, until we moved here.
A lot of people don't understand Alzheimer's.
Right.
They used to call it senile.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to remember my mom as being just a kind person, a loving person, a helpful person. I want them to know that they can count on the Alzheimer's Association for help, for guidance, for anything. And my greatest hope is a cure.
We've been so blessed, and we have spent 41 years of, making the best of every situation and not looking negatively. I don't know that there's anything that will stop us.
Nope. I want to be alive to see an end to Alzheimer's.